Hey guys, today on Way of the Hunter, I'm finishing up a little bit of a hunt I started the other day, and I'm thinking of going over just a little tiny amount of news that we got for Way of the Hunter. It's not a whole lot of news, but I mean it's something, and it's sort of just a few things maybe you want to know. But right now we are in Diamond Drill, last in-game year. We actually got a 5-star whitetail on live stream down here in Diamond Drill, but at the same time I noticed a 4-star mule in this herd, I believe. I got most of the zones located. What we're doing is we're actually hunting this 4-star mule because we're now in the new year, and I'm hoping it's rolled over into a 5-star. So the plan is actually to go to this tower, kind of sort of up this little valley and then to the tower, and I'm hoping that it overlooks their rest zone that I don't have. This is the one I believe that they usually head to, so that is what what I'm attempting at the moment. So that is a common tactic I'm doing these days. If you're running the little calendar, the one just where you're counting up and maybe using the toolbox so you know which day it is on, every single third day of each year, right at the end of it, I'll go around and keep an eye on any sort of 4-star I might encounter, because if you see one, then you know the very next in-game day they could go to 5-star. So I've been keeping that day noted for kind of scouting things out, and then the first day for any kind of trophy collection, and the second day is normally just a normal hunt. Just sort of call all the low fits you can get, and then the third day is sort of like a scouting one. You sort of low fit hunt and call the entire time, but that's sort of what I've fallen into. The first day is sort of trophy hunting. The second day is just a normal, relaxing, low call. Low fit call kind of hunt, and then the third one's sort of a scouting for the new year. This will be a very specific hunt. Hopefully, I'm trying for a shorter one because I'm only hunting the one deer. Even it might just be a 4-star, or it might have died. I don't really know, but that's just how hunting goes. And this is the little valley I'm talking about. I'm going to start heading up. So the map shows the valley should go west right up here. The wind is good today. It's very low and it's going to the north. They're coming from the south. The mule deer herd should definitely be on its way now. It is about 2:30. Yeah, 2:30. They're supposed to be at the rest zone at 3. But I sort of teleported in just shortly after 2, so they would have... Their drink zones are down here. And so they would have appeared at one of them, but it'll take a while for them to get up here. So I figured that would give me enough time. So we can go over the little bits of news I've been able to pull. This comes from the official Discord. I think all of it comes from the community manager, Michael, who's just informed of us from a few things. The first one, it's not really news, but more of a confirmation about the roadmap that's coming for Way of the Hunter. It's not news in the way that for some that are waiting for it and expecting the roadmap to come, but some like myself have sort of been wondering maybe we're not getting a roadmap or whatnot. So we've been sort of curious what's going on with it, where is it, maybe we're not getting one. But just the first bit of info is if you've been wondering about that or are hesitant and not knowing a roadmap's coming, we did get a reconfirm that a roadmap's coming, so that's really good news. I had started to get a bit worried that maybe something had fallen through and maybe there's not a year 2 or something. So that's the first thing I just wanted to touch on, that they did reconfirm a roadmap's coming. Hooray! Just there's no date or anything, of course. The other bit of news is, as I slip down this hill, is there is an update coming. Again, the news isn't that exciting because there's no dates or anything like that. I'm just hoping very soon that this update will drop on the dev branch or something like that so we can get some kind of look at something. I don't think it's going to be this week coming to a close, but who knows? Maybe we'll get surprised and then it'll drop about the time this video comes out. But anyways, there is an update coming, probably to the dev branch first, of course. And I got a bit of info on what looks like some info on what's going to be in it. Oh, and I think here's the zone. Yep, the often resting zone. I figured they were coming here. I've watched the herd a few times, and it takes this path that seems to angle up to the northwest. But yeah, so I probably won't pull any quotes from Discord or anything like that. You just kind of take my word for it. Actually, maybe I'll open up my other screen just to see what it says. So there's only two pieces of info that I've really been able to sort of figure out what's in the update. It's not going to be content information or anything like that. What it is sort of fixes and what they're working on. So the first piece of info is we've been saying that the game's not been optimized for quite some time. Like, it's never really been optimized. It's there's stutters here and there, and it's definitely not optimized for consoles, depending on what setting you're on and things like that. So for a while, we've known that they've been aware that they need to do optimization on the game, and apparently that is a thing that will be in the next update. So the community manager had stated, we've been working on optimization, so I hope you'll notice an improvement once the next patch is out. So that just sort of, it's sort of an indirect confirmation that there's going to be an optimization part of the next update. So for everybody that's having issues with the game, hopefully we can get a bit of a frame boost and maybe smooth it out a bit. So I don't really have any specifics on that, but the game definitely does need an optimization pass. So crossing fingers on that one. And then the other piece of info I'll get to just in a second, because I'm trying to figure out how to do this ambush here. I was hoping that this tower over here could see the rest zone, but I don't even see the tower, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's overlooking their feed zone. Where in the world is the tower? Over. Okay, so the tower's going to be too far away. I was kind of hoping to use it. Oh, it's right here. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not set up for that. I don't know what it's... There must be a zone just west of it. Oh, okay, it's set up for just this whitetail here. Okay, never mind. So I can't use the tower. But I do have wind. Wind is really well here. They should be coming down. It's going to be really hard to see them come in, though. I wonder if I'll see them come in over this hill. Yeah, I'll probably set up somewhere around here. Yeah, so my guess is they'll come across this hill. I could go down looking for game trails, but at this point... Oh, they're probably getting pretty close to being here, so I don't want to spook them. So the other bit of info I have is, may not be exciting for some, but I'm sort of excited about it. But I'm not 100% clear on what it is. Michael actually made 2 mentions of this, but I only have the quote for the one, and it's the one that confuses me a little bit exactly what they're looking at here. So a while ago I did a video on trying to get the need zones to flip from hunting pressure. So if you haven't seen those, they're down there, but basically what I do is I put a good 200 bullets, various different guns and ammo down range at this one mule deer test group I have. And basically I put on crazy amounts of hunting pressure, killing them, wounding them, shooting in the air all around them, spooking them over multiple days, and I couldn't at all get the need zone to flip. They didn't change their zone, they didn't do anything, they just kept showing up at it. So then I thought maybe that herd was broken, so I went and did another thing on another video where I go after bison in Aurora Shores. And same kind of thing, I spook them multiple days, shoot at them, wound them, throw hundreds of bullets at them, and I couldn't get them to change. Well, now they actually changed their zone. Well, they didn't change their zone, they just went to the other zone once. I don't think they did in the video, though. I can't remember now. But what I was looking at is the zone didn't flip. It always said often. So I couldn't, when they did change their zone and actually appear at their rare zone, like the zones didn't flip, but they appeared at their rare zone eventually. But I can't say that's hunting pressure because 1 out of 5 times they go to the rare zone anyways. So as far as I could see, hunting pressure wasn't working. Now, in the past, I could have swore I flipped a zone or two somehow, and a lot of people report for sure they flipped zones. So that's sort of a certainty that it can happen. But the game implies on a little tooltip thing that the player can intentionally flip the zone so they can sort of set up their reserve the way they want and get them coming to an often zone. That's one of the tooltips. I don't know if it's been removed by now or not. But that's what I was kind of doing, is I was trying to see if that zone flipping is working. But I've never been able to get one to flip. Oh, I also went for a black bear, and I think I put 40 bullets into the bear. There were 22 bullets, so it wasn't like killing or anything like that. But every single day she'd show back up to the same often drink zone with her 40 bullets in her. It's like, I've been wounded for several days here, but I'm gonna come right back to this drink zone. So there's 3 instances where I can't flip these zones, and I'm wounding and shooting and doing everything. So the developers saw the video and have been looking into hunting pressure since then, is from my understanding. So that's what's coming in the next update, or at least they're looking at the hunting pressure, but I'm not sure what's coming up. So the one quote that I have here, it says, in the current version of the game has an issue with proper zone switching due to hunting pressure, which should be fixed in the next upcoming patch. So that's the second thing that sort of looks like a pretty good confirm that's what's happening. Now it says zone switching. There's 2 parts of it. Is it just the herd using the rare zone instead of the often zone, or is it actually the label switching on the zones? So that's what I can't tell. The first quote, which I can't find, I took as the zone labels will flip. But this one is looking, it just says zone switching, which they kind of do on their own anyways. So anyways, that's something to look at, because I do want that hunting pressure sort of working in the game, because there is a bunch of zones that I would like to intentionally flip. It would just add an additional kind of end game mechanic to it, so you can sort of go around, take a look at both zones, see both rest zones. If one's in the open, want to flip it over there, and then it'll be interesting to see what it takes to flip the zone, and does it stay permanently. So a bit more science to do there. I do want the zones to flip permanently once you change them, unless you change them back. I sort of want that, personally I want that as a thing, so I can get reliable zones. I know it's probably not very realistic, but anyways, it's it's the game part of it. But yeah, there could be a few of them, such as what do I got up here? Where's my testing lake? Because I want to switch these back. I have 2 elk. Yeah, here's the drink zone. Here's the drink zone here, and then there's another. I thought there's another elk that comes down here. And maybe it's just the one. Anyways, here's an example. This is the one I think I switched earlier on in the game. I used to come to this lake, and there was always this massive elk herd here. And then all of a sudden, they're never here anymore. I'm like, what happened to them? Well, their often zone became this one. And this is a far more difficult need zone to hunt than this one. So I would like to put the pressure on this one and get them to flip back to this one. And I thought there was a second one, but maybe it was just the one. But that's just an example there. I'd like to first target the drink zones, get them sort of set up the way I want them set up, and then kind of move on to these other zones. I think that would just be a nice little, or an interesting thing to add to the game after been playing it for a while, to sort of tweak your reserve around. Since we can't really customize it because there's no equipment or anything like that, but that would be cool. Flip the need zones sort of the way you want them, and then eventually, if they do get equipment added to the game, then you can put your little blind up and all that sort of fun stuff. But that's essentially all the news. I know it's nothing, like no content related, but they don't let much slip. It's sort of just paying attention to the Discord to see, what kind of thing comes out there, so we can at least start to look forward to a few things. So optimization and hunting pressure is taking a look at. Both of those definitely need to take a look at. And it's just sort of still up in the air if any kind of content's coming in the next update or not. And of course, no ETA whatsoever. I'm just really kind of hoping that, then soon you wake up and be dev branch build. Here's what we're testing. Alright, the rest of the hunt now is just going to be me leaning against the tree here. I guess I don't have a tree. Leaning against this hill and waiting to see if these mule deer actually show up. I'm hoping there's a big 5-star walking through here soon. Also could be that 1 out of 5 times so if they don't show up at this one. But nothing you can do but wait. What I think I'll do is, it's approaching 3:30. I think I'll give it to 4. And then I'll head over maybe to their other zone. We'll see what happens. Well, they do have a far way to go, but it is 4 o'clock now. And so they would have been traveling for almost 2 in-game hours. So it's a half an hour? Okay, they must be at their, their other zone. That is what happens in hunting, though. So, still a very good part of the game that the animals still have a bit of unpredictability to them. Because if it was too predictable, then it would get pretty old there. So either they got stuck, or something else happened. But they do not appear to be coming to their often rest zone. It is a far way from them to travel, and I don't know, I think there's still some unreliability there in the animals traveling and making it to their destination. It's hard to see in the photo mode, but there's the drink zone, there's a lake off in the distance. And yeah, it's not that, it is far, but they should have been here by now. So I'm going to move over to their next zone, hopefully without spooking them. I mean, it's really far too. So I got that marked right here. That's a weird spot, but it must be down in here. I wonder if they'll start popping into render as well, because there should be at least one of the animals popping in. Uh-oh, the herd's not here as well. I've lost my mule deer herd. Oh dear. Yeah. It must it is a distance to travel. So it's way down here. So maybe it's too far for them to get there before the zone switches? And they're still coming here? I mean, that is Anyways, here's their zone. But they are not here. I'm going to go up and get some elevation on this rare zone and see if they're coming in, and then I guess I'll just patrol back again. This is one of the instances where I should have maybe tracked down the game trail that was going into the often zone and sat earlier on it. That would have been a good strategy here. So in these herds that have to travel a large distance for their next zone, you can actually locate the game trail, and they'll follow it really closely. And basically, if they're going to take too long to get to the zone, you can just walk down their game trail in reverse and meet up with them. The risk obviously being a spooking risk, right? If you're walking through the woods, going at the deer, right down the game trail, it could be tricky. I haven't really done it too much. I usually will camp on the game trail, which you can do as well. But they don't seem to be here either, so they're here somewhere. Their feed zone is in between their drink and their rest zone. I'm gonna just check on it because I don't know which one their often zone is. We'll just see here. Alright, so this is their rare. So their often zones are both in the west. Okay, so if I hang out in between these two zones, I'll definitely see them. But their feed zone's quite a ways away in terms of time. Oh, but fear not, with our knowledge of the game mechanics and how the deer move, I'm sure we'll locate them here. So this is their often rest zone. Let's mark. Oh no, we won't need to worry about that. So my conclusion is they're still on their game trail, still going to the rest zone. Coming up from the south. So we're going to go south of the zone and just, I probably won't be able to locate the game trail. But at this point, I'm going to try and intercept them. I'll go a little earlier to the zone, before the zone. and just hope that one of them makes a noise before I get too close. Oh, here we go. There's a call. Didn't hear it. Saw the call. No headphones, so are not on anyways. So I find that interesting how the audio in the game is just as much visual as it is audible. Hey, I wonder if they're actually... No, that they can't be glitching that much that they're at the feed zone. Whoops. No, let's remove that. They're about here. Okay. This is going to be challenging, though. So I think they're still hitting straight north. Let's go... I wonder if I can get to some place where I can see them here. They are not very far away. And I'm always competing with my own patience. So I'm going to have to start pausing here. And we will use photo mode to try and... See, I need more height, because this is as high as the camera will go. Oh, I can go farther, though. Oh, they're there. Oh, here we are. Okay, so they're just getting to the zone now. That's the big guy there. Okay, that took them a while to get there. I'm gonna have to let them walk by. But then the wind's gonna be really bad. Oh, they're really traveling now. They're super sleepy, and they really want to get to their spot. I could switch to high fit call and try to bring them in. Okay, where are they in relation to me? Are they straight ahead? I got turned around there. No, they're over here. Yeah, they are. They're directly straight ahead on top of the hill. Oof. See if I can get a little bit of ground on them without spooking them. We're going to go hard. See if I've alerted them. Right there. I haven't alerted them yet. The big guy is right on my side. I don't think he's 5 yet, though. He should be coming into range right now. Make it visible. Yep. It's going to come over. I'm going to get sight of them right here. Let's see. Oh, I might not if they turn left. Okay, I'll try and get a little closer. I'm definitely risking spooking here, but I haven't even alerted them yet. I should be slowing down the crouch, but of course I'm not. I think I'm on default difficulty still. Yep, I am. I don't think I changed it. Decent sizes. Definitely the guy right up front. I should be tipping them off here. Did I alert? Nope. I just need a little bit more elevation. Oh, still calm. There. He's 4-star. He hasn't gotten there. Darn. Well, there'll be no trophy today. 1-star adult. 2-star. Bunch of younger guys. 2-star mature. We can take this guy out. He'll just be 50-60%. Might as well get something. Switching. I want to use the bow, but we're going to lose him here, so switching to monoblock. Too close for missiles. Switching to guns. Is it him? Oh, no, it's this guy, right? Mark up. 50 meters. I think it's this guy. Or did I mess up? Which one? Oh no, I don't think it's him. How did I lose him? Oh, he's right behind here, is he? Yeah. I mean, he still looks big for 2-star mature. Are they registered at their zone? Oh, they are. Okay, they just entered the rest zone. They're like, okay, we're gonna lay down. We're tired. Maybe I can do a bow shot for fun. I gotta get him though. Is he this one right here? Okay, he's right here. 40 meters. Slight wind. Let's give it a try. Is that even him? That's him, right? 40 meters. So it's gonna be in the middle. Well, it's a hit. Alright, that was alright. It turned in... Yeah, he's down. He's going to go down. Yeah, that was alright. That turned into a bow hunt right there. So this brings up a question here. I was able to get far closer to them than I would have thought on the default difficulty here. I never went down to the slow crouch speed. I was just doing quick little start stops, as you could probably see, kind of like this. There was a time when that would have spooked for sure, but now I'm wondering if the land in the trees, like the hill, is blocking some sound. Oh, that was interesting. That was good though. Great big blood. So he'll take a while to go down. The arrows take them a while. If you're wondering why I took that 2-star mature down, since a lot of times we don't. If they're out in the other habitats, in the other zones, the 2-star mature... Oh, he's already down. The 2-star matures can actually, are usually around the 60% mark. In between 50 and 70%. And we'll leave them in the other habitats because they can still bring up the average herd fitness for the most part. But when you're in diamond drill, there's very few that are below 50%. Some will be down at 40% or so. So without that low fit spectrum, these 60% guys are the low fit ones in diamond drill, so I usually just take them out. So we'll see here. He went down a lot faster than I thought. What do we get here? Double lung. Nice. Nice shot on the bow too, right dead center. Look at that. 67%, okay. So that's fine. I mean, it wouldn't matter to... the average herd fitness of diamond drill is probably 65 or 70% anyway, so he's right on the middle of where diamond drill hits for the most part, from my estimation. So there we go. We got a deer down anyways. Not the one I wanted. He hasn't grown up, so I've got to keep him marked and check on him next year. But since he's not a 5-star yet, that means he may not ever get the 5-star, but if he does, he's probably going to be right in his final year when he hits 5 stars. So he's not going to be a monster 5-star is my prediction. He's going to be probably the lower end of the 5 stars. Alright, so that'll be it for now. So I'm in the start of a new year. So next time I'm on Nez, it's 5 o'clock. I'll just go right into the next day. And we'll do sort of just like a low fit call, or if it's on camera or not really sure. But yeah, the next day will be day 2, and I will use it to hunt, and I'll sort out what we're doing. Maybe carry on with that mission I started, going after those snowshoe hares or whatever. That's a fun mission for sure. There's so many snowshoe hares you gotta take down. But anyways, that's it for now. So 30-minute video, that's what we'll end it there. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. See you next time. Take care.